crowd is reacting to what's going on over there. As you saw, what appeared to be some smoke coming from the encampment, and you can see the line of LAPD officers, some prepared there for anything, absolutely worried about the crowd behind me. You can see here there are hundreds of students who are here in support of the students and the encampment. We have a couple of UCLA students who decided to speak with us. Why was it important for you to be here tonight?
For me personally, it's a very, very simple question. I think that too many Palestinians have died. There's been too much destruction in Gaza to do nothing at this point.
Are you concerned for your fellow students because they've been ordered to leave?
I genuinely hope that nobody gets hurt.
You were here last night, as we were. There was no law enforcement. Tonight, there's a huge show of law enforcement. What do you make of all of this?
Well, I mean, I guess to start off, last night was a disgrace. I think the UCLA administration and law enforcement failed to protect the students, not simply the demonstrators, but also just innocent bystanders who were just trying to get home. Counter-protesters were aggravating them, assaulting them in some cases, and even when law enforcement and campus security were here, they failed to do anything to protect them. And I think that fact that nobody was here last night to look out for the students is why so many people are here tonight to make their voices heard.
Now, there were a lot of students who were complaining that they couldn't get by. You know, they weren't allowed to go to a certain hall because of the encampment. Did it affect you in any way?
The amount of time that it took, we're on campus here every day. The amount of time that it took to go around this encampment probably added up to about a minute for most students. There was not a building that was like completely blocked off. Even Powell, which later on got closed, was open for the vast majority of these protests. And there was a detour that occasionally had to be taken that was on the order of maybe a couple hundred feet.
And one of the other things we kept hearing was that Jewish students felt uncomfortable, that, you know, this is bordering on anti-Semitism. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, I personally think that we should make sure that every student on UCLA's campus feels safe. I think that was something that did not occur last night. And I think regardless of anyone's opinions on the material conflict between the two sides, like, the university administration failed to create that atmosphere where students were like physically and also like, you know, like physically safe and comfortable. I mean, I personally know. I'm sorry, it's really difficult, but I think like it's important that we're out here tonight. I think like this really transcends like any one issue or the other. I think we're all here to defend students who last night were not defended.
Thank you both for speaking with us. I'm going to send it back to you guys, but you can see they're chanting right now, the Students United will never be defeated. They have been here all afternoon, and they plan to be here throughout the night, and it's going to be a very long night. At this point, we don't know when law enforcement will be moving into the encampment, but as we've been reporting and as Chelsea has been reporting, you know, the students have been told they have to leave or they will be arrested. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.